invitado especial, Mr. Philpott.
Good morning. I said good morning. All right. How y'all doing today? Good. I just want to thank God first. I want to thank the parents. I want to thank the faculty and staff here. And I want to thank you, the 5th grade class of Hobby Elementary, for allowing me the privilege of being your speaker this morning. I promised you I wouldn't be long, but I was told that I need to stall a little bit because you have a very special guest on the way, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to start off this morning by having you guys help me sing a song that I like. All right, y'all ready? Yeah, I'm gonna ride my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna till I can't no more. Come on, y'all. All right. Good job. Yeah, that's good, man. I like that song. That song has a lot of meaning to it. I knew y'all would know that song. That's why I picked that one. I'm going to start off by telling you who I am and what I've done and what I do. Like she said, I'm Poet Philpott. My daughter is one of the teachers here at Hobby. That's kind of how I got connected with Hobby Elementary. I come here for different occasions. I come here for career day, so I know some of the 5th graders. I've seen you before. You're very impressive students. I love talking to you guys. I've come here on literacy night, poetry night. I've come here several times, and I've really had a great experience with both the students and the faculty here. So y'all give them a round of applause for the great job that they do here at Hobby with the students. These young people represent our future. You hear a lot of things about the future. One of the things that I know you guys have adopted a motto, and your motto is, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And I really like that motto because you have to be able to dream and you have to be able to believe in your dreams. So that's really a good thing. Today, the title of my speech is called The Road to Greatness. Because there's always 2 things I try to leave Hobby with when I come here. One is I encourage each student to be great. And what being great means is different to different people, but I always encourage each student to become great, to do your best at whatever it is you endeavor to do in life. And I also tell them this, I tell them don't get in trouble, because getting in trouble can stop you from being great. So those are my messages to the children or to the youngsters here at Hobby. And if they don't remember anything else I say, I hope that they remember to be great and that you can be anything you want to be and don't get in trouble. So somebody say be great. Be great. That's what I'm talking about, all right? So with that being said, I'm Hobart Philpott. Like I said, I graduated from A.G. Hilliard Elementary School. I went on to B.C. Elmore Middle School. And then I went to Forest Brook High School, and then I went to Prairie View A&M University. So I've had a lot of graduations, all right? And this one is pretty special to me because I've never been the keynote speaker. So today, I'm very excited to be here and to speak with you about your future, okay? Some of the things that I've done, I got out of college and I went to work for Dow Chemical in Freeport, Texas. I worked there for 12 years. I had a wonderful career. I did things that nobody that looks like me has done before. I encouraged the students the other day to think outside the box, to use your imagination, to develop something that hasn't been developed before. And I gave them an example of something that I did some 25, 30 years ago, and that was installing robots in a factory. At the time, no one had done that before, especially with the size of the robots that I was using. There were a lot of naysayers. There were a lot of people that said, this won't work. But I couldn't listen to that. I had to do my homework, I had to do my research, and I had to prove to myself and to others that it would work. And so I encourage you to don't listen to naysayers. You're going to be people that tell you because you are this or that, or you look a certain way, or you dress a certain way, or you behave a certain way, that there's certain things you can't do. And I'm here to tell you, Don't believe them, all right? Because they told me the same thing. They told me a lot of things that I wouldn't be able to do, but I never listened to the negative. I always put positive thoughts in my heart and in my mind. Positive. That's what I'm talking about. And so with that being said, I'm reminded of one of the young men, I don't know what grade it was in, but we were talking about getting outside of the box. And his comment to me, and it stuck with me, and it sticks with me to this day. He said, Mr. Philpott, I want to build a time machine. And so that really impressed me, because that doesn't exist that we know of. And so that's the kind of thinking I like to hear and I like to see from our young people, because you represent my future. I have faith in you that you're going to prepare yourselves so that you can carry out the needs of our society when it comes to the future. All right, somebody's going to invent some new way to communicate. Somebody's going to be the next president. Somebody's going to be the next senator, congresswoman. It's going to come from right here. Somebody out here is going to be great, because that's what you're going to strive for. This is your road. You've gotten on the road to greatness, and I'm very proud that you've made it to this point. But you've only just begun. All right, you've only just started. You got a lot of more graduations to get through. All right. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is education and why it's important. For me, education is very, very important, because it's what makes me equal. I don't think that once I get my education, I don't think anybody is better than me. What I put in my mind and my brain, no one can take it from me. And that's the same thing with you guys. Education will make you equal. That's the one thing that no one can take from you, is what you learn. So I encourage you to learn every day when you come to school. Prepare yourself. I'm going to tell you a little story about education and how you got to this point. When you were in pre-K, how many pre-K? Somebody was in pre-K. Somebody, kindergarten, pre-K, all that. You had someone get you ready for school every day, put you on a bus, or put you in the backseat of a car, or walk you and brought you to a school where you were met by teachers and faculty and administrators to help you with your day-to-day activities and to guide you as you went to first grade, second grade. And then you had, so your parents were very important in the beginning. And then you have the teachers who are always there to guide and be important. Then you have your staff. You have the administration and the principals and assistant principals. You have the cafeteria worker, the custodians. All of these people represent your support system. Okay? Hobby support system. They're the ones who supported you up until the 5th grade. Now you're here, 5th grade, about to graduate, 5th grade. Big deal, right? Is it a big deal to graduate 5th grade? Because some people don't make it to the 5th grade. All right? And you made it. And that's a good thing that you made it to the 5th grade. But now it's time for you to take responsibility for your education. You can't depend on grandma, mom, dad, the teachers, the principal, or even me. You have to depend on yourself. And you have to be the ones who take charge of what you put in your mind and your brain. And so I want you to commit to learn something every day when you come to school, because it's very important to you. You don't see it now, but you will see it in the future. So my message is very simple, is learn as much as you can, do as much as you can, think outside of the box, and good things will happen. I believe that you can do anything that you want to do in life. And I'm an example of that, because a lot of times it doesn't matter where you come from, what you look like. It depends on what you put in your heart and your mind. It depends on your belief in yourself. Somebody say believe in yourself. That's the beginning of everything, is when you believe in yourself. I don't care what anybody else says. If you know in your heart of hearts that you are a certain way, then you follow your dreams and your goals. And you become who you think and what you want to be. Because I believe you can be anything in life. I believe you can be the next president, or the next astronaut, or the next Picasso, or the next Black Snow, who knows, all right? So I believe in you, and that's my message to you, is I want you to leave here motivated and inspired to go do something great. I don't want to tell you what that greatness should look like, and everybody has a different road to get to their greatness. As long as you're on that road and you're fighting to be something and someone, then you believe that you can achieve anything that you put your heart and your mind to. Okay? If you don't remember anything that I say today, there's only two things I want you to walk away with, 5th grade class. One is to be great. Somebody say be great. And to stay out of trouble. Say stay out of trouble. All right. Y'all know I always say that when I come here, man. So I just want to reinforce that. Like I said earlier, I'm a poet. So I'm going to give you guys a poem. I know one of my original poems starts off like this. It says, hold them. Our young black, brown babies, we got to hold them. Our misled teens, we got to control them. See, we got to direct them, protect them, and select them. One by one, son by son, to be the next fathers of our future, the next warriors, soldiers, and troopers, the next Marcus, Malcolms, and Luthers, heritage beaming off their face, their heads high, their chests out, teach them to love their race, nourish the fruit, water it with knowledge so they may feed from the truth and understand our true mission, the values and the depths of our priceless traditions, and love our goddesses with their Nubian queen intuition. You see, they're precious as though Egyptian. Now his clothes was dirty and his feet had blisters, but he continued to speak to the 5th grade class at hobby in loud whispers, saying, sell them no crack and tell them no fact, and let them know that we will prevail, unified one nation under God in black snow. Now that's my speech. That was my speech. I'm done. But because I was told to stall, I'm going to stall a little bit. I was told to stall, so I have lots of stories that I can tell people. I've had an amazing life. I run my own business, my own company. So when I look out there, I see all of you as cars. All right, I see a Mustang. I see this guy here, he's got the Bentley. I see cars because that's what I am. I'm a businessman. I change oil at 6006 North Wayside Drive. And if you're ever on the north side in the area, stop by the oil can and patronize us. One thing I try to tell young people is be an entrepreneur. Don't be afraid to own a business. Don't be afraid to get out there and make a living for yourself, because it's possible. You can be, and you might be the next Robert Smith. Anybody know who Robert Smith is? Probably not. I didn't know who he was either until he paid all the student debt at Morehouse University. Billionaire. I told some of my friends I was going to pay some of y'all's lunch card debts. And my friends said, you don't want to do that, Phil Pot, because some of those kids have a big debt. And you're going to leave out there with empty pockets. But what I'm going to encourage, what I am going to promise you is that if you ever need somebody to talk to, if you ever need an encouraging word, you look up Mr. Philpott, look up Black Snow, and I'll always be there for the hobby elementary students. I'll always be there with my door open to encourage you to be great and to stay out of trouble. Have a wonderful day. It's been my pleasure to be with you this morning.